Bruh, seriously. Okay, okay. Now, I don't even explain this. This episode was a fucking madness. It was legit bizarre, and I know the ending of last week's episode was hella bizarre, but literally just one word for this episode is bruh. And I'm going to use that as the fucking like title of this bloody review. So before we get into this, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Chris is Talking, and this is the first of my JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, part 4 reviews. I know you're thinking it's 35 episodes in. Why now? JoJo is life, okay? JoJo is life. I've loved JoJo. I've for so long. Even if you watch my old reviews, I've always mentioned if I could, I would try and do my reviews for JoJo. It's just for some reason every Friday something happens where I don't have time to be doing every single review, and Fridays happen to be just my busiest kind of schedules. So that's why I chose to use Drifters. But JoJo's life, so I'm going to be doing JoJo. Like JoJo's weeklies added on to Fridays. I don't care. Things will have to be put on hold because this episode was fucking crazy, and I mean in an amazing kind of way. Like, I here's the thing. Now, this story arc of JoJo, especially part 4, has been extremely different compared to the past JoJo series. From part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and I know that's the whole point, and that's something that's made this whole series so amazing. Is the fact that each different part of JoJo, each different main character of JoJo has their own issues, their own struggles, their own story. But I like how the mangaka of this series has literally just made it so that you can just go into it, a different part of JoJo and actually just watch it. Obviously, the ones with Dio and stuff, they are really connected, so you do have to watch it from the beginning to understand the lineage. But fuck me, man. Shit, sorry, I'm just like, all right, this is going to be a review. It's not really going to be that much of a reaction. I just wanted to just let you know that I really bloody enjoyed this episode. Now, last week's episode ended on that dirty cliffhanger of seeing Hayato just like saying to bloody Kira, like, I know your ability, this, that, and they're in a bathroom together, and it's kind of like, what the fuck is going to happen here? Like, and then the way it led us to believe that Hayato was going to be alive, I was kind of like, raw man, Hayato's done it. Like, he's cool. How is Kira going to get out of this? Bro, how the fuck, yeah? How the fuck are they going to start the episode with like no Hayato and Kira's just in the bathroom and then Kira's speaking to Hayato's mother and she's just like, oh, like where the clothes are here? Like, oh, my stupid son, this, that, must have left the clothes. She's so fucking ditzy, it's annoying. And it's kind of like, wait a second. And at that moment, I was thinking, what? Didn't we just end with Hayato explaining that he knew the ability that if he died, that Kira would be found out because it would then be obvious, and Kira would have to end up panicking and all this and all that. So I was saying to myself, what the fuck is Hayato? He was killed. How dark was that? He was legit just murdered. And what was dumb is that it was done off screen, and I feel like that added a level of intensity that I was not expecting. Normally, like I thought maybe if we saw like Hayato get murdered, it would have just added that extra spook. But fuck me, no. I literally feel like not seeing him die, the off-screenness of how just random it was like was so random. What was kind of next was to see Kira end up like biting his nails and you see it bleeding. I really want to get the Blu-ray version because I want to see how that looks. Because you know the mangaka of this series always does some gruesome shit, and I wanted to see it in full. Like for you guys who obviously have definitely seen the past JoJo's in the season 3, an episode where like near the end when Dio was driving over all the humans and stuff. If you read it in the manga, like you see how gruesome it was, and I want to see the Blu-ray to see whether they show the whole scene. Like there are a lot of scenes that have to be cut out, even though it is gory as fuck. Obviously, there are some scenes where it's like it's either blackened out and whatnot, but blah, I loved it, man. I just want to see it in full. So turns out that what's the good? Kira actually ends up getting a new ability. So he ends up being attacked by the arrow again, and it's kind of like, wait, we've never thought about this. Normally, it's just the arrow. You point the arrow at someone, it shoots them, and they get a stand ability, or they could die. But what's crazy is the arrow did it to himself. The arrow just came out of the fucking picture frame and just went straight into his body, and that looked I don't know, that just looked gruesome as fuck. So I was kind of like, what the hell was going on here? And Kira's dad was like, it's not me doing it. So it's kind of like, what? So I'm interested to see what's going on with the arrow and whether like the arrow has a mind of its own as well. I don't know how to explain it. I want to know more about the arrow because I know that it wasn't gone into detail about it in first few seasons. So I'm thinking maybe later on they're definitely gonna go break it down into detail. So it's interesting, and I like how they don't really give you, they don't spoon feed you everything. They don't. They let shit play out, and then let us wonder what's going on to then explain to us, oh, this is what happens. It's kind of like, okay, so you're gonna let us try and figure it out by ourselves, and then give us the information that's needed. I thought that's some really good writing, some really good storytelling, and like some really dark themes were in this episode. It was hella gritty, and what was next as well was that to think this new ability that Killer Queen got, this new ability that Killer Queen got. Like, how do you beat that? How the fuck do you beat that? I mean, I was watching it, just thinking to myself, like, when Dio was like, Zawalada in like part 3, I was like, all right, well, that's fucked up, especially how do you beat that? But this is like what? It was like time goes back. Like Hayato was alive, and then when Kira was telling Hayato, "Oh, by the way, you died, blood. You died." Yeah, and I used my ability on your dead body, and it brought it back several hours. And now there is a fucking bomb inside you. You can't say shit. My secret is sealed. What the fuck, Rohan? Rohan as well. What happened to Rohan? Like literally, I thought his ability is crazy. Just quickly, Heaven's Door, boom, sorted. I can read what the fuck is going on right here. Nah, nah, not even. How literally as Rohan's reading, it's like, oh, this person's gonna walk down and his flyers are gonna be open and some girls are gonna giggle. Imagine seeing that shit. Imagine seeing that shit. You're thinking to yourself, all right, what's inside these people's memories and stuff. The Heaven's Door does is literally what's happened already in the past. So to be in a situation where it's about to happen or it's happening whilst you're there, that must fucking spook you the stuff, man. That must spook you out. And I felt spooked out for Iran because I don't know, like I feel like he's been taking the L for quite a while now. Don't you guys think? Like, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Obviously, guys, once again, if you like this review, do subscribe as that I'm going to be doing JoJo reviews. This is like a review reaction, but it's more review. But we do subscribe for more JoJo reviews. But let's just get back to it. Just wanted to say that to you guys. It's pretty good to see more and more new followers. So let's just send it out there. But whoa, Rohan got technically taken out. Now it was kind of like I. So is Rohan alive? Like, obviously, I don't want to know because I know you guys are readers out there, so I don't want to know. But I mean, these are questions that are happening in my head. If the mangaka can have you having questions and not know where it's going, that's some really good bit of fucking writing right there. And I feel like loads of series are lacking that bit of creativity. But I think that's something that makes JoJo so much fucking hype and so epic. Now, so what's it called again? Killer Queen has a third ability. Now, it's not anything new or strange to have third abilities because Koichi, he has Act 3. So you know that your stands can evolve, your stands can have new abilities. So like this wasn't that much of a shocker. It was foreshadowed in the previous parts of this JoJo. So it's pretty cool that it's not like it's just a shoehorned in. But fuck me, that was an fucking hell, an OP overkill of a fucking addition of an ability. Why would you add somebody whose ability is already kind of sick? It's not the best, it's not the strongest, because we did see that Jotaro and the rest could take them out. Star Platinum and the rest of them could actually affect it. And Act 3 as well, if they all work together, they were enough to do it, especially with the new friends that they have as well. So and the hand as well. So like we have a bunch of stand users and bloody stands as well, which are strong enough to take down Kira. So it wasn't like Kira's ability was the strongest, but this new upgrade level up is fucked up, and I don't know where this is going. I'm so hyped for the next episode of JoJo. What did you guys think? Let me know down below. Where do you think this is going? How do you think bloody Hayato's gonna get out of this? Especially as every time some shit happens, time goes back, man. Time goes back. Hayato doesn't even know what's going on. But what's crazy is that Kira can kind of tell what's going on, and that spooky way that he's always behind him and his hand on his head. Oh, fuck me. Great episode, great episode. I'm going to give this like a 9 out of 10 just because of how it's changed the tone of the series from kind of light-hearted, it was always creepy and shit, but man, this is crazy. Fucking love this series. I fucking love this series. Anyway, if you do like my reviews and reactions and stuff, do subscribe as I do regular reviews, reactions for anime and manga, otaku, nerdy stuff, movie reviews and trailers and stuff. It'd be good to see you guys stick around. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to be doing the Drifters review as soon as possible, but on my Crunchyroll it said that there was an error or an issue with the bloody video. So I don't know. So hopefully it's posted up. So subscribe to be notified as well for when I post that up. Have a great day. Remember, Chris is talking. Peace, guys, and more JoJo next week. Fuck.